Imagine if I went to visit your practice right now and I'm walking into your treatment room and I see a wooden table like the ones we used to see with B.J. Palmer adjusting everyone in the early 1920s and 30s. Well, that's what's happening right now with our marketing skills in the chiropractic profession. I want to talk to you today about what is the best approach for marketing a chiropractic practice today. Many of us are still stuck to many of the models of the past, which is print media. But as you know, social media now has gained a tremendous amount of play, but only that, the patients are expecting us as their providers to keep up with the times. So when I mentioned to you the chiropractic table that is wood, it's only because I want you to recognize that maybe that's how the patients are watching us today, because we're not keeping up with the new social media. Now granted, that social media needs to be very strategic in nature, and it also needs to know exactly how to work it in order to engage that patient to maybe come see you as a new patient, but most importantly also be able to stay as a patient for life. Over the next 5 years, this cell phone is going to be what makes or breaks your business. And let me tell you why, because over the next 5 years, we're noticing that more and more people are looking at their cell phones to identify what chiropractor they're going to go to, but also how to keep up with their chiropractic appointments. So I want to make sure that when you look at the technology today, we have our websites, and many of them don't even have our websites that are mobile ready. I want to make sure that you address that immediately. And secondarily, take a look at some of these apps that are now being created to allow you to stay connected with your patient, but also make sure that that patient is informed as to how chiropractic can benefit them in their daily life. This is where everything is going. If you want to have a thriving practice, you better go into mobile. You know, in order to market your business, one of the things that I notice is how some of us are discounting our services. And I can tell you right now that since I started my practice, that is the one thing I never did, because I wanted to make sure that the perceived value of chiropractic was never impacted. I want you to know right now we have many chiropractors out there that are discounting services to the degree that the public is not valuing what we do. So they go into somebody else's practice that may be valuing their practice, and they may say, wow, your practices are so high. But honestly, what is the price of an adjustment? The benefits of an adjustment are priceless. We all know that. From individuals that have struggled and suffered for years, and all of a sudden after a few adjustments, their life is normalized. Individuals that couldn't go to work and make a paycheck, now they can also go and play and be able to work so they can provide for their family. I want you to know that it's important that we don't devalue the value of the service of chiropractic, but you can always be able to educate the patients as to why this value is better than other things they're spending money on. And that's what I think you will drive your practice to another degree. You know, if you're thinking right now of outsourcing your marketing in the chiropractic practice, one of the things that I can tell you that I've seen not only with my own practice, but many practices out there, is that your greatest resource are the chiropractors around you, the individuals that you know that are doing well in marketing. Now, the nice thing about it is that all of us are doing something well. You know, you may look at your marketing techniques right now and you may say, well, you know, Fab, this one is working really well, but these other ones are not. Well, go ahead and learn what it is that somebody's doing well, but also go ahead and share what it is that you're doing well with somebody else. Outsourcing to me really is leveraging the chiropractors in our family that are in our even community that are doing extremely well, where we can share what's really working with people out there. Because you know what? Most of us are doing it right now. We're just not talking to each other and sharing that information that can benefit our practice like never before. You know, one of the dilemmas that I see most of us go through practice is, do I spend all my money in acquiring new patients, or do I spend money retaining the patients that I have? Well, you can look at the studies out there and you can see that acquiring a new patient is always more costly than retaining a patient that you have. Listen, you already have a relationship with these people. They've already benefited from your adjustments. That means that they're already happy, at least the majority of them, with the services that you're giving them. The key thing is to retain that relationship and ensure that not only are they keep coming back to you because they know the value of chiropractic as a lifestyle choice, but also remember that every one of those patients has the ability to refer more new patients to you. If you really want to build your practice, I would say Focus on the retaining of your patients and market to them, educate them, give them the incentives to be able to get there and not only receive chiropractic adjustments, but refer to you. And then, of course, be able to always create ways to attract more new patients through your marketing techniques. But don't put all your eggs in one basket of new patients. I want to make sure that you're spending enough time, energy, and money in marketing to your existing patients and retaining them. Because you know what? A patient that you retain is priceless.